What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this video, we are returning to Earth in the year UC0087. Last time, in our adventures through Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, the Argama was badly damaged after leaving the moon without getting any repairs. We also saw Sarah try to manipulate Camille, and the Argama crew thinks that Rekoa is dead. This time, Quattro will reveal to the world that he is Char Aznable. Camille and Quattro heads to Earth to help out at the Battle of Kilimanjaro as well. Let's dive right into this. The Radish leaves Lavian Rose while the Argama remains to continue their repairs. The kids are playing with Haro when suddenly Haro stops working. They go to ask Camille about fixing it. He is very aggravated. Everyone is since the death of Rekoa. Of course, we know that she isn't dead, but merely captured by the Titans. They are planning on a mission. Camille is not really listening to the briefing, and he wants the Ayug to help Kuraba in the mission. But their plan is to stay in space, letting Kuraba handle everything. He just wants to go back down to Earth to be with Four. Camille fixes Haro and he decides to give it to the kids. Meanwhile, the Titans have received a new mobile suit called the Barzam. The RMS-154 Barzam is designed to replace the outdated Gym 2, and it still uses the GM parts to make the transition cheap and efficient. This is a departure from the EFF design, and this unit uses the typical Zionic mono-eye sensor instead. Its handheld weapons are also shared with the Hyzak, again to keep costs down. It is equipped with a beam rifle, a beam saber, the BR-87A beam rifle, which is used by the Murasame and the Hyzak, and a shield. Yazan was given these new mobile suits by order of Sirocco. His team heads out in the Barzams and Hambrabi. On the Argama, all mobile suits are prepping for launch when missiles comes towards the ship. They launch ballistic missiles and fire megaparticle cannons towards Kilimanjaro. There is something about Kilimanjaro where there isn't really any visibility, so they're going in blind. They're kind of vague about it. Yazan's team comes in to intercept the Argama. Camille and Quattro launch. One Hambrabi uses the Sea Serpent grappling weapon against Camille. It catches him off guard. One of the Sea Serpents hits the Hyakushiki. He begins to head into freefall towards Earth atmosphere. Zeta Gundam goes and picks Quattro up and protects him from re-entry. The two head towards Kuraba's location. To avoid getting hit by friendly fire, they head towards the base of the mountain instead of the summit. Jamatov Hyman is watching the battle play out. He grows impatient and wants to see the new weapon in action. Camille notices the Psycho Gundam has launched from Kilimanjaro. He wonders if Four could be alive. His new type senses notices that it feels like someone completely different operating it. They get out of their mobile suit and find an entrance underground through the water. Camille follows even though Quattro told him to stay behind. Camille senses something that Quattro can't feel. It feels like someone is screaming. Suddenly, an insane rush comes through Camille. They move forward. Camille feels it again. Quattro thinks they shouldn't go on, but of course Camille goes on without him. Jamatov is monitoring Four Murasame, who is controlling the Psycho Gundam remotely. Once she stops piloting, Camille stops sensing her. Jamatov runs into Camille and Quattro. Quattro doesn't hesitate and shoots at Jamatov. He dodges the attack, but he hits his assistant, who was right behind him. He runs off and locks the door. Jamatov locks them in a room with Four. Camille is surprised to see her. She runs off and Camille chases her. Quattro tries to shoot her, but Camille prevents him. She gets into the Psycho Gundam. The two return to their Gundams and meet up with Amado on the battlefield. Amado is piloting the DJ. The MSK-008 DJ is Kuraba's prototype mobile suit. It is built by former Zionic engineers, hence the mono eye. The Rick Diaz was not built by Zionic engineers, and it shows in comparison to the DJ. It also has advanced communication systems due to the blade antennas on top of its fins. Amado came in during the final development phase to give advice on the mobile suit. It uses the beam Naginata like the Gelgoog. This is the Darth Maul lightsaber weapon. Wait, do you think George Lucas was a huge Gelgoog fan? I think he was. It also has a rounded shield similar to the Gelgoog. Other weapons include Vulcans, a beam rifle, clay bazooka, and a long-range beam rifle. Four goes psycho in the Psycho Gundam. Amado and Quattro try to get Camille to fall back, but he keeps chasing the Psycho Gundam. Amado is mad at Quattro. He is essentially mad that what happened between him, Char, and Lala are currently happening with Camille and Four. Generational pain, when will it stop? Before moving on, I just want to say that this next episode is called Forever 4, and they really lost an opportunity to call it Forever. Alright, moving on. Ayug and Kuraba are waiting for the Aldumla, Hayato's Garuda-class ship, to return. Quattro wants the team to be patient and wait it out. He tries to tell Camille, yo, bro, you can't save people, you just have to let them be. And Camille goes, yo, I ain't having any of that, and decides to go and find Four on his own. Camille sneaks into the Titan's base. He is able to sense her. While walking around, Four stumbles onto Camille. She seems to be back to her normal self. Meanwhile, Jared, who is also at this base, happened to see Four and Camille. Camille is wondering why she is acting normal again. He mentions her real name, and she almost goes back into shock, but she is fine. She says he is in love with him, but when she gets into the Psycho Gundam, she says she becomes a different person. After they embrace, she has a panic attack and goes for her pills. He goes to take her to the doctor, but she recognizes him as Camille. He smacks up a guard and demands the doctor to tell him about Four. Jared comes in and tries to stop Camille, but Four knocks him over. The two leave the base. Jared follows the two, but they notice Kuraba coming in to attack. While distracted, Camille punches Jared. Quattro wonders if Camille was able to infiltrate the base. An explosion goes off, and it makes Four panic. Her cyber new type powers are activated, and she now sees Camille as her enemy. She summons the Psycho Gundam. He tries to prevent her from getting in, but it is pointless. Stop thinking with your dick, Camille. Yamato Hyman heads out in his shuttle at the base and is getting overrun by the Ayug and Kuraba. Jared heads back to the base and grabs the closest mobile suit. It just so happens to be the Bjarlant. The RX-160 Bjarlant is an Earth atmospheric mobile suit designed to fight in Earth's atmosphere, obviously. It can enter Earth's atmosphere without the help of a base jabber. I have been referring to these as Dodais and subflight systems, but the Titans specifically use the base jabber, which is a Dodai, but worse. The Bjarlant's flight capabilities were achieved through the incorporation of powerful thermonuclear thrusters in its shoulders and waist. It is limited to the megaparticle cannon and beam sabers attached to the unit, as it can't use mass-produced mobile suit weapons. It makes this unit quite tedious to maintain. Because of its weird claw hand, its beam saber has a proprietary handle. Quattro is able to spot Camille on the ground. He tells him to get in the Zeta and stop thinking with his dick. He gets in the Zeta Gundam, but he still intends to save Four. Psycho Gundam fires on Zeta. Amado tries to go into attack, but Camille prevents him. He tries to stop Four from attacking, but Jared comes in and messes things up. Four gets new orders. Yamato Hyman's shuttle is taking off, and she is to protect it. Quattro notices the shuttle and heads towards it. Four's overwhelming cyber new type powers distracts Quattro for a second, but he chases the shuttle. That second was enough for Yamato to escape. As Camille fights Jared, he sees the Psycho Gundam explode from an attack. He goes to protect her. He tells her to get out of the Psycho Gundam. Jared comes in and attacks Zeta, but Four in the Psycho Gundam gets in front of Jared's beam saber, taking the full force of the attack. He gets out of his Gundam and finds Four. He once again embraces her body as she lays there dying. The Aldumla makes its way to the battlefield. Everyone retreats but Camille. Quattro tries to give him a pep talk, but they don't have time, so they just grab the Zeta Gundam and grab Camille's body as they escape. As Camille holds Four's dead body, he tells Quattro that he will never call him Quattro again, and he will have to go back to being Char Aznable. Char is preparing for a mission, but he is not piloting a mobile suit this time. Camille is wondering what he is fighting for. Amado tells him that he is fighting to prevent human extinction. Amado is going to transport Char on this mission. Meanwhile, Beltachika is sneaking onto Dakar base as a reporter. A Titan member helps her get onto the base. Back in the sky, the Garuda is getting attacked, and Camille and Amado go out with Quattro on board the DJ. A crew of Asimars head out to attack Kuraba. Beltachika meets up with the DJ. Char gets out and gets a ride with Beltachika to the Parliament building. Due to the attack, the Parliament is about to adjourn, but just then the AU busts in and steals the show. Quattro announces himself to Parliament as they are broadcasting to the world. He also tells the world that he is known as Char Aznable during the 1-year war, and that his true name is Cassivel Rem Daikun, son of Zeon. Out on a beach, a woman is listening to the broadcast of Char on the radio. It just so happens to be Salem Mass, Char's sister. Jared launches in the Bjarlant. They go and find where the broadcast is happening and see if they can take out the transmission. While this is happening, the Asimars come in and fight Camille. He doesn't want to fight them, but one comes in and attacks. It begins crashing towards the city. Camille goes in and saves him. Both Amado and Camille continue attacking. One of the Asimar pilots notices Jared trying to take out the communications. This is the same Titan member who helped Beltachika earlier. Beltachika broadcasts the Titans shooting on the city, while Char tells Parliament that the Titans are willing to fire on anyone who gets in their way. The one Asimar pilot starts to become conflicted as he is a Titans member. The Asimar pilot decides to attack Jared's team. He doesn't want the broadcast to be cut off. Jared now thinks of this pilot as a traitor. Jared flanks Camille, but the Asimar pilot tries to fight Jared. While fighting, Jared's beam saber hits the Parliament building. Jared takes out the random Asimar pilot. They stop fighting as the Titans finds out that their fighting is being broadcasted. They decide to retreat. The broadcast ends and Salem Ass looks out in the sky. Oh man, Sayla's back. This is gonna be... Oh, she's gone. Everyone grabs a glass of whiskey and celebrates. Char goes off on his own, and Amado follows. The two share a romantic moment together. The Aldumla has made their way out of Dakar. Jared is still following. Char and Camille say their goodbyes to Amado and Karaba. The alarm goes off. Karaba goes to defend as the two make their escape on a shuttle. Amado's DJ team heads out and approaches Jared's team. Camille and Chartrot's shuttle waits for the launch. Beltachika mans the turret on the Garuda. Amado is able to take out the enemy's Garuda. It slowly goes down. Chartrot launches the shuttle. Jared chases the shuttle, but Amado takes out his subflight system and he falls back towards Earth. Amado wishes the two luck as the two head into space. Chartrot tells Camille something is interesting. He says that their forefathers had to endure more G's than they are currently taking on. I wonder how they solved that problem. No more throwing up in space? That's nice. Once they make it to low Earth orbit, they notice that the Argama is being attacked. They lighten the load of the ship and use their thrusters at max to make their way towards the ship. On the battlefield, Apolly is taking on Yazan's team. Fa wants to launch in the Methus, but Bright holds off for now. In the hangar, Shinta and Kum lock themselves in the Methus. The English voice actor Dave Kelly gives Bright the best line read in all of Zeta.
Fa.
Sir?
Go to the Methus and give those two a spanking they'll never forget.
Oh, yes, sir.
Fa goes to scold the children, but she uses this opportunity to take the Methus. Meanwhile, on the Alexandria, Rekoa is now with the Titans. She has defected, but even the Titans can't trust her. On the battlefield, Batch and Apolly are fighting Yazan still. Wait, who's Batch? Never mind. Apolly is outnumbered, but Fa comes in with the Methus to help. The shuttle runs out of fuel. The Hyakushiki hops on the back of the Zeta Gundam, and they head towards the fight. Fa is getting overwhelmed. Yazan destroys the Methus, but Fa is able to escape. Zeta Gundam catches Fa's pod. She is finally able to accept that she is not a pilot. Bright launches the Mega Launcher for the Hyakushiki. Camille senses someone on the Alexandria. Rekoa tells Captain Gatti to watch out for the Mega Launcher. They were able to escape the attack just in time. The Alexandria fleet retreats. Chartrot also senses something interfering. Gatti is slowly gaining trust for Rekoa. Back at the hangar, Apolly cries for Batch, while everyone else has a happy ending. Poor guy. We end this episode with Camille taking a shower. That's right, that's how we're ending it. And that will do it for this episode. Quattro's metaphorical mask has been taken off as the world now knows who it truly is. Next time, the cyber new type Rosamia comes back into play. Rekoa truly becomes an enemy, and the Titans try to gas another colony. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, you can only hide behind the mask for so long. Peace.